Hey there folks, Kambotrout here. It's something a little bit more lighthearted today. No bad news. So, what's coming up in the near future? On March 23rd is going to be Maryland's first Kids or Youth Trout Day. And that's going to be a day where only children 15 years and younger are able to hit the water from 6:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. to take advantage of those stocked trout. This is a great opportunity to get your kids into fishing. Honestly, as the name suggests, this is how I cut my own teeth. And me getting into fishing was my dad and mom taking me trout fishing back in the day. Now, there are a few notes there that I want to make really quickly. First, this only applies to those areas listed in Maryland's stocking program as closure areas 1 and 2. And I'll have links in the video description here to the event itself, all the areas that are available as part of this Youth Trout Fishing Day, as well as notes on how to check those areas to make sure that your access point is open. Because I told you, the Youth Trout Day is from 6:30 a.m. to 10 p.m., but there's a caveat that you want to make sure the area you're going to is actually going to be open. There are some state parks where this is actually applicable, but the park may not open till sometime a little bit after 6:30 a.m. So make sure you check your particular area to make sure it's going to be open. Another note, children will be able to keep only 2 trout per child that day. And for those wondering, if you're not aware, if you're 16 or older, that official opening trout day for the stocked trout program here in Maryland, that'll be on March 30th at 6:30 a.m. But this year, the kids get first shot at them. And that'll again be on March 23rd from 6:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. You must be under 16 years old and you do not need a fishing license. And that's across the board, by the way. If you're under the age of 16 in Maryland, you do not need a fishing license. Now, while we're on this kind of topic, I did want to hit 2 more things, and that is Maryland's free fishing days as well as its free fishing areas. So Maryland each year has 3 days that you do not need to buy a fishing license. And on those 3 days, you can fish pretty much wherever you want to that's legally allowed. But you still do need to abide by Maryland regulations, be it size limits, creel limits, anything like that. Those dates for Maryland's free fishing days, those days where you don't need a license to fish, are on June 1st, June 8th, and July 4th. I'll leave a link in the description so you can check out the particulars right there to make sure you're abiding by those regulations. But those are the free fishing days, June 1st, June 8th, and July 4th. And the last thing are Maryland's free fishing areas. If you're not aware, there are areas throughout Maryland in most, if not all, the counties where they actually have areas that you do not need a fishing license to fish them. I'm not going to list them all in this video, but I will leave a link in the video description so you can check your county to see where those areas are. But again, even though the area itself, you don't need a license to fish, while fishing there, you need to abide by Maryland fishing regulations for size, creel, and seasonal limits. Make sure you check out those particulars. And one final note, in those free fishing areas, you still have to be registered online. It's free, doesn't cost anything, but you do need to be registered online to fish those free fishing areas. But yeah, nice quick video here, folks. I wanted to give you a heads up on these kind of fishing opportunities coming up in the near future. And if I can figure out how to fit it into my schedule, maybe the Legion and I and some other groups out there will try to meet up on that day, that youth fishing day, to try to get all the kids out there and educate them on how to catch those trout. As the name implies, once upon a time, I did trout fish before I discovered snakehead. So we'll see what we can do about that. Hope you enjoyed it, folks. Lots more fishing news to come. If you want to stay abreast of it, make sure you go ahead, like, share, and subscribe, and have a good one.